What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AUTOBAHN. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at one of the coolest builds for SEMA 2023. This is the single turbo BMW M3 competition touring built by R44, which is a UK-based company focusing on performance parts. If you want to check out their website and their socials and stuff, I'll link everything below. As I said, this is their build for SEMA 2023. They also took this car to Las Vegas themselves. They drove it over there. I mean, very cool project, and today I get to review it. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to walk around, have a look at all the modifications, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, this really was a build to push the boundaries of the G8X platform, and they wanted to do something special. They wanted to, basically they wanted to get some attention for their company, and this is a very cool way to do it. Apparently it was the first right-hand drive single turbo M3 of the G8X generation, and well, I think it's a very cool build. So let's have a look at all the exterior parts. We've got this beautiful Innosetech narwhal blue super gloss wrap. Very nice color, I really like it. I think it suits the car super well. And then we've got a lot of carbon fiber, MHC plus carbon fiber, like the grille, the double air vent intake in the bumper, the splitter. I will also include a list of modifications in the description, so if I've forgotten anything or if you want to find something, you can find it over there. Also have the yellow DRLs, which looks really cool together with the narwhal blue. And then one of my favorite parts of the car, the wheels. Now, this is a Vossen center, but the barrel, the rim and the outside of the wheel is a Dimag carbon fiber barrel wheel. This is amazing. We are actually also working on a wheel like this for our G80 M3. I'm really looking forward to that. But this is the first time I'm seeing it in real life. And behind that we've got EBC Racing floating disc brakes, an upgrade which the Touring can really use. And then we've got upgraded pads as well. These are PSI SP1 pads. Now, I have to say, this is an issue for the Touring. We have also done some customer cars, upgraded the braking system because they are very heavy and very fast. Now this is even faster, so it really needs a different brake setup. This is an improvement over stock, but you can already feel them starting to fade, and you can see a lot of brake dust as well. They are struggling already. Some cooling will do wonders for this platform. Tires, Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s, of course, nice and sticky. 285 section at the front, and this is a 20-inch wheel. You can also see how the car sits. So this is on air ride. It's on airlift performance air suspension, so you can drop it. Normally I'm not a big fan of it, but they explained that when they went to the US they had to cover a lot of distance. They were driving around, and then when they got to a show or a meet or something, they wanted to drop the car, and then when they are driving they wanted it to be comfortable. I do get that, sort of. So yeah, I think it does look cool drop down like this, especially at the rear. 295 tire at the rear. You can see it's a nice and wide tire. So the wheels are the same size. It's a 20 all around instead of the usual 19-20 you get on an M3. At the rear we've got the R44 titanium exhaust and a diffuser with a brake light in there. Very cool as well. And then another nice little touch, the plate R44 Performance, but also this speaker setup, X-Fire audio, and the airlift performance system with the compressors and stuff. This looks quite cool actually, with those canisters there. That is a nice look. So let's take a look at the engine. Of course, that is what you're basically here for, because this is a single turbo build, and single turbo usually means fun. So this looks absolutely stunning. This might actually be my favorite part of the car. So we've got a carbon fiber slam panel down here, signed by the R44 team. And then we've got a beautiful Motec aluminium strut brace here, the Eventuri matte carbon engine cover, and then, well, the elephant in the room. The Precision 6870 Gen 2 Turbo, absolutely massive. This kit has been developed by Tom Wrigley Performance. It's supposed to do like 800 horsepower, and then it's got a downpipe, a 1-into-2 downpipe. So the downpipe splits in there, I think, and then it goes into the R44 exhaust. It also has, because you know this gets quite hot, so you need some better cooling. This is a CSF Charge Air cooling manifold. It also has a heat exchanger from CSF at the front here, and an engine oil cooler and a transmission cooler, and it also has transmission software by Tom Wrigley Performance. So yeah, a big upgrade. It's nothing like any M3 we've driven before. It feels more like a JDM car, and I'll explain that more when we take it for a drive, but I don't think I need to explain a whole lot because it's kind of self-explanatory, but I won't spoil it. So also have the Alpha N carbon roof for the Touring. Of course you don't get that on the Touring from BMW, unfortunately, which is a shame. And a little sign that the guys actually went to the US. This is a CSF keychain. We also had that on the RSR CSF 911, the Goyard leather. Very nice. Another cool thing, we get to add a sticker to the car. So they made a lot of memories with this car, and they kind of tried to pick up a sticker wherever they went, or from the companies that worked on the car, and they asked us to do the same. So I've got a sticker here. Unfortunately it is black, but it will fit nicely there on the passenger seat. So let's get that on there. Boom. So now everyone in the world knows that this car has been tested on the Autobahn. Patiently take it off. Not my strong suit. There we go. Official AUTOBAHN sticker. Oh, I'm sorry. Ace Cafe London. I kind of went over your sticker. Sorry about that, guys. That is cool. Never done that before. You don't really see it unless you get very close, but anyway, now you know it's there. So let's go for a drive, and I'll show you guys what this thing is like. So first, start it up. So air suspension starts doing stuff, but we are going for high preset. So this is like you're driving ride height. So it's like regular. It's a bit lower than stock, I would say. But it's not a bad system to drive on the Autobahn with, I have to say. I was not expecting it to be very good, because that's just my experience with air suspension at high speed, but it's actually not bad. M1, which is basically everything in sport, and a four-wheel drive sport as well. We also have the magnetic paddle shifters, forgot about that. The JQ Works paddle shifters. So, as I said, it feels completely different compared to a regular twin turbo M3, and of course that is to be expected, because all the power now comes from one turbo, so you have more lag because it's a big turbo, it needs to spool up. But combined with this transmission map, which gives you nice big shifts and these huge bangs that it produces from the exhaust, it's just a completely different animal. So let's do a launch control. The gearbox needs to be built, so sometimes it slips, but my experience up until now is launch control actually works. So full throttle, preparing, ready. Oh. It's actually so aggressive that BMW, or this car, thinks that something is wrong. 2.9 seconds is the fastest I think I did, which is quite quick. So this is everything I did until now, is like up to 4,500–5,000 RPM, but now I'm going to let you guys hear what it's like to drive it hard. Listen to those bangs. That is just outrageous. Ah, there it goes. So that is the clutch or the transmission that detected slip, and it just goes into like limp mode, because that's what the guys have done to make sure that the car stays in one piece. Oh. All right. So now it should be fine again, until it's not, but no worries. We have time and space and road and whatever. So yeah. Oh, it starts smelling nice. So this is what I meant when I said it feels like a JDM car. It feels like a heavily tuned RB26 from Nissan. That is what it feels like, and sounds like. Well, if you've not seen my video on the R32 GTR with 1000 horsepower, go check that out after this. I think that is the thing that comes closest to this. And because that power comes in all at once, oh, it will just put down black lines everywhere. It is insane when you have it in two-wheel drive mode, of course. Now, as I said, air suspension, not a big fan usually, but this does not feel bad. But I picked up this car this morning at AST Moton this morning. They are doing some Moton control arm bushings to improve the feel of the suspension even more. But holy moly, the way this thing just oh, and it will just eat up those rear wheels. It is absolutely outrageous. That is so crazy. Okay, so on the Autobahn, I did a 5.9 100 to 200, and as you can see, it's quite a quick car. I'm not sure it feels 800 horsepower quick, but that also might have something to do with the bigger turbo and the fact that you have, you know, maybe a small window in which you actually have 800 horsepower because the turbo is so big. I don't know if that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments, but it is very, very fast, don't get me wrong. It's just the experience, the shouting of the car, the screaming. That is what makes this, well, maybe the coolest M3 I've driven ever. I mean, it is just such a bizarre experience to have this like screaming beast. Listen to that. And then those big shifts, it's just crazy. Well, I needed to go to sport every time I start up the car, so this is a better view, I think. Also, like half throttle doesn't really like that. It's more like if you drive it slowly or, you know, normally, which is amazingly enough also very possible, or you just floor it. That's what it likes best. What a crazy machine. Also, I have to say, I've been like really pounding on it for like an hour and a half now, and apart from those moments that it goes into limp mode because of the transmission, which they said beforehand, it's actually performing really well. sometimes you can see the temperatures going up, but then also immediately going down. So a little bit of range should be very, very local. Oh! Sometimes it just gives you such a crazy bang. So again, air suspension, actually it takes the bumps quite well. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I mean when I said it doesn't really like to do half throttle. I just touched the throttle and immediately it goes into that limp mode again. So yeah, the guys definitely need to build the gearbox. But when it hooks up, it hooks up. It's like pretty insane. Whoopsie daisy. There we go again. So it's like the third time. It's also getting, you know, getting quite warm now and temperatures are going up. So I get it. It's no problem. Don't worry, car. So this is rear wheel drive. Let's see if it still spins its wheels. No. That's pretty impressive. So the tires are nice and hot now. And unfortunately this is the last bit until the border. So yeah, it's kind of busy today. I did do like 311 in the AUTOBAHN POV, so if you want to check out that video, click in the top right corner. We'll see what we can get on the home stretch. But this has been a blast. This car is so cool, such a cool experience. That's a 280, little 280 run. Again, brakes are not the best for this kind of stuff, so I also don't want to absolutely ruin those. It's been a day. It's been a day. And I've loved driving it. I hope that we get to drive more of these single turbo conversion M3s because they are amazing. They sound so crazy and they feel completely different. Yeah, it's been real. Thanks to the guys at R44 so much for letting us have a go in their single turbo M3. We're back in the Netherlands now, so fun is over. Oh, so cool. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video or this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.